St. Francis Academy is an all-girls Catholic school that offers an education as unique as each student who attends. The charming campus is spread over 33 acres and boasts some beautiful architecture. From the chapel to the school buildings and beyond. But what the Academy offers goes much deeper than what can be seen from the outside. The biggest responsibility that the teachers and administrators at St. Francis Academy has is to provide for each girl a solid education that will prepare her to learn and grow for her years after the Academy.
Our philosophy here at St. Francis is to provide an atmosphere for students to learn at their own pace and to have the opportunity to learn and to think as students of the world. We know that in most cases, students do not go to school for more than 12 years or 16 years, and so all of our students need the opportunity to become lifelong learners.
This unique philosophy of education is one thing that sets the Academy apart from other schools. Individualizing each student's classwork is another. Classes are structured to cater to those who excel, as well as to those who experience more difficulty in certain areas. Because the student-teacher ratio is only 10-to-1, each girl receives an education designed to suit her individual needs. All students are provided the opportunity to explore and grow in many different areas, whether it be computers.
Working with computers is a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a real big advantage when I go to college over the other students that haven't had the experience that I've had.
The social sciences and history, with the reenactment of important historical events, like this famous duel between Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr.
Hamilton refused to fire. Burr so careful aim.
The sciences.
What about this bird here? Why is it speckled like this? Camouflage, right.
Mathematics, where demonstrations go hand in hand with textbook learning to teach students about such things as inductive reasoning through coin tossing. Foreign languages, which afford students the opportunity to learn about people in foreign countries as well as how to speak their language.
Nous parlons français chaque jour, which means we speak French every day.
There are also business classes, like shorthand.
The regular price of Children's World.
Or typing. Creative classes like arts and crafts. As well as religion, physical education, home economics, and music. The Academy offers it all. Another highly valued distinguishing factor is that learning takes place in a caring environment. Because the teachers deal with a small number of students, they are much more aware of what's happening in each girl's academic and personal life.
Teachers here at St. Francis, they are really nice, and if you have any problems with your work, they will work with you and they will help you to overcome any problems that you have with your work. And they're here to offer you student help whenever you need it, and they're really here to try to help you any way they can.
I think here at St. Francis we offer two really exciting things. Number one, we offer the kids a family that they don't often have in other schools. The fact that there's a low student-to-teacher ratio, the fact that we can offer personal advice on problems that they wouldn't be able to get in other schools gives us, I think, a big advantage to what we offer here. I think the second thing is that each kid can grow to their own potential, because here at St. Francis, since we only have girls, we could have females filling the positions that might otherwise be taken up by males in other schools. For example, you could be president of the senior class, you can be president of the student council, and you know that those two positions are going to be filled by girls and not guys. You know that if you're captain of the basketball team or captain of the volleyball team, you're going to be the big person in that school, whereas in many other schools you have to take like a second position to the star football player or whatever.
At St. Francis Academy, no one takes second position, and that's one reason the students excel. 88% of all graduating students go on to college, and 12% of those receive scholarships. In fact, many of the alumni credit their success to the strong academic, all-girl atmosphere.
I think probably one of the major advantages having gone to St. Francis was the confidence that was built during the 4 years there. I think that somehow in going to a private girls' academy, that you were never afraid to get up and say what you thought, There was a certain amount of peer pressure, but I don't think it's the same as you would find in a coeducational experience. And by the time I got to a coeducational experience, which was during my college career, the same thing held true. I could get up in a classroom. I wouldn't care who was standing there and judging or measuring what I might have to say. I got up and I spoke my mind, and I think that that was one of the things that was very much encouraged at St. Francis.
One of the positive aspects of going to St. Francis Academy and it being an all-girls school is that you don't have to feel self-conscious about who you are and what you're doing. You can be as smart as you want, you can be as hard a worker as you want, and not have to worry about the guy sitting next to you wondering, you know, she may not be the most popular person in school, I don't want to go out with her. It's perfectly up to you.
And all of the students realize that it is up to them. Each one has the opportunity to become the best she can be under the caring guidance of the faculty and staff.
Here at St. Francis, you're our main focus, our students. We take deep pride in your education, and therefore we care.
And that caring attitude is found in every area of student life, not just in the classroom. Activities provide an excellent opportunity for students to learn and grow in a wide variety of ways. In student government, leadership and responsibility are learned through the planning of events and the establishment of student guidelines. Each year, new officers are installed and presented with pins which symbolize the responsibilities they take on as representatives of their classmates. The school newspaper keeps everyone informed about student government and all of the latest academy happenings. At the same time, it sharpens writing skills and teaches how a newspaper is put together. Putting together all of the memories of the school year is the job of the yearbook staff. Each year, they capture in words and pictures all of the little things that add up to really big memories. Some of the biggest memories are provided by the small children who attend the daycare center that's located right on campus. By volunteering their time, students are able to work directly with the children and learn about child care and child development firsthand. And, at the same time, share a smile or a hug. For those who'd like to plunge into something a bit different, swimming provides the chance to shape up, learn how to dive, or just have fun in the water. St. Francis Academy is proud to be the only school in the Diocese of Pittsburgh that offers a pool to its students.
Who's on first?
That's what I'm
The
trying
Academy
to
is
find
also
out.
proud of its forensics team. In 1986, a national championship was won by one of the team members, and each year the program gets stronger and stronger. But these daily activities and many more like folk choir and glee club aren't the only things that the students have to look forward to.
Each year at St. Francis Academy, something special is offered to each class.
When you come in as freshmen, you don't know too many people, so a senior will take you under her wing, and she'll show you the ropes of the school, treating you like her own little sister. But then as sophomores, you can participate in even more activities because you're even more established in the school. You can go to volleyball games, softball games, or maybe even attend the Christmas dance.
As juniors, we look forward to Ring Day, when we get our class rings and officially become upperclasswomen of the school. As seniors, we not only look forward to graduation, but also to the father-daughter dance, when we enjoy an evening with our dads dancing and dining.
All of these occasions at St. Francis Academy makes each year a special one.
And indeed, each one is special, with memories from occasions like Ring Day, the Big Sister Little Sister picnic, when the seniors treat their freshman little sisters to some fun and games, like the traditional shaving cream battle, or Spring Fling, a whole week that's filled with events like the student-faculty tug-of-war during the day, and a carnival that's open to the whole community the last night. Or Class Day, when the seniors celebrate their upcoming graduation with their parents and the rest of the school. Or even a dance. Either formal or informal, it's a great place to have fun with old friends and make some new ones. All of these special days and many others add up to 4 fun-filled years at St. Francis Academy. Just ask any girl there, and she'll tell you that she enjoys a very active social life.
Even though I'm only a sophomore, I've really made a lot of friends, with more than just sophomores, with juniors and seniors, and even the new freshmen that have come in. The social life here is fun. There's a lot of things to do. There's volleyball, everything that you could want is here. We're so close here that we even celebrate birthdays. Everybody knows when everybody's birthday is. So it's really a lot of fun.
A lot of girls hesitate considering St. Francis as a choice of their school because of the fact that there are no guys. And yes, I too was thinking about that. But you think to yourself, you're going to have a social life regardless of whether or not there are guys in your school. You're going to meet them other places. And it also helps academically, which St. Francis does have an emphasis, because you're not going to be worrying about whether the guy next to you is going to know the question. You might like him and you'd be afraid to answer the question, because what if he doesn't know? Is he going to not like you? Are you going to be unpopular because you're trying hard in your class? So it really doesn't make that much of a difference.
What does make a difference is that you can have fun just being yourself, whether it be at lunch in the cafeteria, talking while waiting for the school bus, or participating in any of the scheduled activities. At St. Francis Academy, learning and growing outside the classroom is an important addition to doing so inside the classroom. Sports are another way to enjoy time spent out of classes.
Perfect.
At St. Francis Academy, girls' athletics always take first rating because there are no boys' sports for them to fall behind. If shooting hoops is your hobby, then St. Francis is the school for you. In 1985, lots of hard work and practice paid off as the team won the WPIAL championships. They're confident that in the upcoming years, they'll continue that winning tradition. But the benefits of playing basketball don't end on the court.
Playing sports at St. Francis has taught me how to manage my time better and how to discipline my study habits. And I'll always value the friendships I made on the court.
Volleyball is a fast-growing sport at St. Francis Academy. Each action-packed game is filled with serves and spikes, sure to unsteady any opponent and please any crowd. And in the spring, softball reigns as the Siskins take to the diamond. With strong pitching and hitting, they are sure to be playoff contenders. Cross country is the youngest sport at St. Francis Academy, but even so, the team is giving all of its opponents a real run for their money. Gymnastics is in full swing at the Academy. Whether it be the vault, uneven parallel bars, balance beam, or floor exercise, all show the delicate balance between power and grace, which makes this sport as enjoyable to watch as it is to perform. And even though it requires a great deal of discipline, the gymnasts know that it pays off, even when they're not competing.
Through gymnastics, I've learned self-discipline. I've learned to schedule my time between gymnastics and the other sports that I play, as well as the other activities that I do, and I leave adequate study time for myself. And I feel that this will really pay off now while I'm in high school, as well as when I'm in college and out in the working world.
Rooting the St. Francis Academy Siskins on to victory are the cheerleaders. Both varsity and junior varsity keep the team psyched up for the road to victory. No matter what the sport, participating in St. Francis athletics provides a challenge as well as close friendships and good times. Every aspect of student life is touched in some way by the spiritual development that each girl experiences at St. Francis Academy. And that unique development takes place everywhere, not just in the campus chapel during special services.
The spiritual life here at St. Francis Academy goes far beyond our chapel. We believe here that the spiritual life of St. Francis challenges us to challenge each young lady coming across these doors to love herself, to love her neighbor, and to love God.
That challenge shines through every day at St. Francis Academy, and that sets it apart from other schools.
What makes it different here at St. Francis Academy for the Catholic education is that our students have the input in the religion class and in the chapel experiences, but then it carries over into their everyday life. And we find that with the interaction between the girls and their concern for one another,
when there is a family crisis or when there's a personal crisis with one another. And it also is between the faculty and the students. There's a real concern for each student and what is happening in her personal life.
Praying together, caring about one another, and growing spiritually ensure Christian values that will last long after the years spent at St. Francis Academy. Look ahead to St. Francis Academy, and one day you too will look back on a fabulous educational experience and 4 years of happy memories.
We believe in excellence. We believe in you. Come, join us here at St. Francis Academy. We'd love to have you.
Don't miss out on the experience of a lifetime. Move onward and upward with St. Francis Academy.